Okay, so, all those sci-fi movies about AI, becoming like super intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get this, we're diving into something that sounds like pure fiction,
Okay.
but it's actually happening right now.
Right.
We're looking at SingularityNET and their ambitious project to build a supercomputing network, laser-focused on creating artificial general intelligence.
Or AGI, as it's more commonly known.
Right, AGI.
And what makes this really interesting is that we're moving past that kind of specialized AI that we see every day, like recommendation algorithms or voice assistants.
Right.
This is different. AGI is on a whole other level.
So not just like a computer playing chess really well,
Yeah, no.
but a computer that understands the game.
Yeah.
Like strategizing, feeling the thrill of victory.
Yeah, basically thinking,
Yeah.
that's the goal anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and the key to making that happen is the network itself.
Like,
Think of it as a massive global brain.
okay.
A decentralized network of powerful computers all working together to train and run these AGI systems.
Okay. So that's where I need a little help.
Sure.
What does decentralized actually mean in this context?
So imagine instead of one giant supercomputer, you have thousands of powerful computers all over the world,
Okay.
each contributing processing power to this network.
Got it.
That's what's happening with SingularityNET.
Okay.
And it's way more efficient because you're not limited by the constraints of a single physical location.
Right. Makes sense.
And second, it democratizes access for researchers and developers globally.
So instead of just a handful of corporations or governments controlling AGI.
Exactly. It's like taking something that was only available to a select few and making it accessible to anyone with an internet connection.
That's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It is pretty cool.
But to create something as complex as AGI, you need some serious hardware, right?
Oh, absolutely. SingularityNET is not messing around. They're using some of the most powerful hardware out there. NVIDIA GPUs, AMD processors.
Okay.
Yeah, the kind of stuff that makes techies drool.
Okay, now you're just speaking a different language.
Right, sorry.
Can you break that down for those of us who don't spend our days building supercomputers?
Sure.
What makes these components so special?
Think of it this way. These components are like the engines of the AGI world.
Okay.
NVIDIA GPUs are particularly good at handling massive amounts of data,
Okay.
which is what deep neural networks need. They're like rocket fuel powering the whole operation.
So we've got this global network of powerful computers all working together.
Right.
But what's the brain? What software is running this whole thing?
This is where it gets really wild.
Yeah.
They're building this entire system on software called OpenCog Hyperon.
OpenCog Hyperon.
Yeah, I know it might sound a bit technical,
Yeah.
but what it does is essentially act as the conductor of this massive orchestra of computers, making sure everything works together seamlessly.
Okay, so we've talked about the tech behind this network.
We have,
But why should you, the listener, care?
right?
What's the big so what here?
Yeah, good question.
Why does any of this really matter?
Well,
So they're building this incredible network,
yeah.
but what's the point?
Yeah.
Right. What can we actually do with AGI that we can't already do now?
This is where it gets really exciting.
Okay.
We're talking about potentially revolutionizing entire fields, like healthcare, for example.
Okay, healthcare. How?
Well, the article mentions AGI analyzing medical images, things like X-rays and MRIs,
Okay.
with far greater accuracy than humans,
Really?
potentially even spotting diseases in their earliest stages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So instead of a doctor like poring over these images, you'd have an AI
Yeah,
that can analyze them instantly
that's the idea.
and maybe even catch things that a human eye might miss.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that's just one example. Remember we were talking about AGI and how it can sift through these massive amounts of data?
Yeah.
Well, the article highlights climate change as another area where this could be a total game changer. Imagine an AGI that can analyze like decades of climate data,
Right.
identify subtle patterns, correlations that we might overlook as humans,
Okay.
and then help us to develop solutions to combat global warming.
So we're talking about tackling some of the biggest challenges humanity faces.
Yeah,
And potentially finding solutions that we haven't even thought of yet.
exactly. That's the hope.
It's like having a million Einsteins all working together on these problems.
It really is a whole new era of problem solving.
Wow.
But it's not just about solving problems that already exist, right? It's about expanding our understanding of the universe itself.
Okay.
The article even mentions how AGI could be used to analyze complex astrophysical data,
Sure.
potentially leading to breakthroughs in our understanding of things like dark matter, black
Right.
holes, the origins of the universe,
Okay.
things that have baffled scientists for centuries.
Okay, now this is where my brain starts to melt a little bit.
Right. It's a lot.
We're talking about potentially rewriting textbooks
Yeah, potentially.
in every field imaginable.
It's true.
But this level of intelligence, it's got to come with some risks too, right?
Of course.
I mean, no offense to the AI out there,
Sure.
but we've all seen those sci-fi movies where things go wrong.
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I got to say, the potential here is mind-blowing.
It is.
But this whole idea of, creating something potentially smarter than us, it definitely makes you stop and think.
Yeah, it's a valid concern, and it's something we need to approach thoughtfully, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that, AGI is still in its early stages.
Right.
We're not talking about sentient machines, at least not yet.
Right.
We're talking about incredibly powerful tools that can help us to solve complex problems.
Tools that we need to learn to use responsibly.
Exactly.
Because let's be real, any technology this powerful could be misused.
Absolutely. That's why it's so crucial that we develop AGI with careful consideration of the ethical implications.
Right.
How do we make sure that these systems are aligned with human values? How do we prevent those unintended consequences?
Yeah.
These are questions we need to be asking ourselves right from the get-go.
Yeah, it's like we're standing on the edge of something totally brand new.
We are.
It's like this uncharted territory,
Yeah.
incredible potential, but also a lot of unknowns.
A lot of unknowns, for sure. Think of it this way. For centuries, we've defined intelligence based on our own, limited human perspective.
Right.
AGI has the potential to shatter those limitations, to show us what intelligence can truly look like on a scale that we can barely even comprehend.
It's kind of humbling when you put it like that.
It is.
And it really makes you realize this isn't just about technological advancement.
Yeah,
It's about changing how we understand ourselves and our place in the universe.
precisely. We're on the cusp of something truly extraordinary, something that could usher in a whole new era for humanity.
So to bring this all back to you, our listener,
Yes.
if SingularityNET and these kinds of projects actually succeed in creating this future, are we ready for it?
That's the question, isn't it?
What does it really mean to live in a world where humans share the stage with another form of advanced intelligence? That's something for you to ponder.